Alright, there we go. Let's get started and let me actually close this, I think. Hi guys, how is your Wednesday going? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. As you can see here with still first socks slowly coming down the leg, which uh, might be a tight fit. I was hoping the brioche might even this out a little bit more, but it's like I have a feeling this might be a tight fit on my leg. Just barely, but we will see. Like, it might have been a better choice for me to do the medium rather than the small, or at least go up to a size 2. Although, if I change it to a US2 now, I imagine that would mess with how it looks, which is annoying and unfortunate. But yeah, it is a thing I'll have to deal with. Da 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 da. There we go. Oh, hi, how about you don't do that? Hello. Also, hello, anybody who followed, because I see there's about 2 new follows from middle of last night, it looks like, based on this time, if not early this morning. So, hello, new friends. But yes, mainly, as you can see, I've mostly have vanquished the yarn tangle, which that was this morning. So I was just like, I'm kind of tired of this. Had to cut it like once, but luckily it was only one time I had to cut this yarn in order to do that, so not bad as all things are concerned. Also, hold on. Thought I was fine. Let me actually move over a wee bit over here. I want to make sure I'm in frame here. Although, actually, let's see. There's not much forward I can move to. Unless I like move this back out here a wee bit. That would make it a wee bit better on me. So yeah, as you can see, in the middle of repeating charts. Because I was not done, no, you think with either chart by the end of stream yesterday, just because I had to think like a couple of times because I kept missing things like a doofus. If these don't really fit me, if worst comes to worst, I could always just frog these once they're done. Although, I would definitely be annoyed if I had to. Okay, now I'm fine. I thought I had this incorrectly. But yeah, now that I have a slightly better idea of what the hell I'm doing, this seems to be helping just a wee bit. No. I really am kind of annoyed. I was hoping if I stay loose enough, the whole issue with the color work would not be the case. But you can't have color work be too loose or else it's not gonna work anyway, so that's wherein the problem lies. I really do hope this manages to fit, because if it doesn't fit on my feet, then I'm in trouble. Because no, there is no one else who has smaller feet than me, and no, I have nothing that would be able to put the socks on. Which is why socks have to at least be around my size, if not slightly bigger than my size. Which, hold on. And now, let me just, although these are lace, so not gonna be the best comparison. Yeah, it's just about, it's not like the tiniest bit under, like say a quarter of an inch maybe. Small, so it might be a little bit snug. Yeah, I honestly should have just put this on shoes. Just because this is majority color work. Even despite with a little bit of brioche. Which is annoying and unfortunate. But such is life, I guess. Oh, also let me put this on Do Not Disturb. So it doesn't start vibrating out of nowhere. Alright, we're good. He is good. Because more than likely just gonna be the usual spam calls, if anything. And also let's move to the other chart. Okay. I do hate the whole having to bounce between. Okay. I honestly do feel like the sock could have gone like with one pattern or the other and not both. Like this feels to be like a bit too much. For like one whole sock. Okay, then that's not the right row then. Okay, then it's probably row 5. Yeah. Yeah, I just finished this one, so. Damn it. Alright, so let me go back to where I did the decrease. Hold on, let me figure out where I am. Yeah, it's definitely, it has to be at least 3 or 5. But it definitely has to be one of the plain rows. Okay, with that there, more than likely that's going to be row 5 one. Alright, yeah, 5. Alright, so it's just one row off. That's fine. That's fine. Hey Stacy, how are you doing? How is work going? I am here in the middle of stock. Had a little bit of row confusion, but I think I have myself straight now. Also, congrats on getting back into Disney. Now you can tell that other job to suck it. Hey Jane, how goes? Okay, what? I go have to flip my desk. I can't imagine. Because that place was fucking interesting, to put it nicely. So I'm untwisting uh, the yarn here. Also, unfortunately, it looks like the sock is going to be on a bit of the tight side based on how it's sliding on my foot as is currently, which I was hoping was not going to be the case, but that's what it looks like to me right now. And we're like not even that far along the leg. So, yeah, that's a thing. Like, sure, not sleeping. Oh no. All the review stuff have been. Ugh. Sorry. Is there anything you can possibly, take to help you out temporarily? Like obviously over the counter stuff. I imagine it is possibly, given, this is a business time of year for you, definitely stress. You haven't mentioned anything that would indicate otherwise. Alright. Also, I imagine you're relying much on coffee right now, which surely sucks. Nope, no living. Thank you. I'm done with the 7. I'm gonna burn out town. Shouldn't take a nap. Oh no. Yeah. Nope. Oh, no, I was right. I was like, that's not right. No, but that's how it normally is. A legal drug to keep us all going. Hey, Manic Silence, how goes? Come on, why do you hate me, stupid damn piece of yarn? How's your Wednesday going? I was about to call it Tuesday for like half a second. Slowly but surely. There are worse things. Like, not at all. Alright. So, yeah, that should put me at 6. Next row. And then let's check this next goddamn chart. I have to say, doing dual charts. I don't remember what day it is. Ugh. I feel like if I didn't stream, I would probably be in the same boat. Because honestly, that's the only thing providing me ample reason to possibly be like, hey, probably a good idea to know if today's Tuesday or Thursday. Or some other day. Which, speaking of coffee, I was contemplating coffee and then I was like, nah. I haven't really hydrated today, so coffee is probably not the best idea. Also contracting, but just like, yeah, tell that to your job. Yeah, time in general is a social construct, but fortunately it is one we were stuck with for probably forever. Which helps, but if I ever get no sleep, I lose all track of. Ugh. Yeah, I operate horribly on very much a lack of sleep, and also I'm not looking at this chart, am I? Okay. The one both good and bad thing about this is I kind of autopilot when I get to familiar sections. given I have to follow a chart, not always the best thing in the world. Had too much coffee today. The SAS levels are. Well, it's not like they can fire you, I believe. Nope, wrong. But seriously, I was super happy when I saw that you're like, Disney can, not Disney, but you know, who you work for can suck it. School canceled prom. It was in the news that the prom moms have this huge venue downtown charging any seniors 70. Everything and anything in this fucking pandemic, that is irresponsible. I get if it weren't pandemic times, like maybe a little less risk would be involved. But it's like, how did you think this would go? Of course prom would be canceled. I feel like that would be de facto. Even with the vaccine out there. Many teenagers in a small school gym, although actually probably larger because I know you guys like your sports ball down there, enclosed in a space, sounds like a very bad idea for like the next couple of years, to put it fucking mildly. Nope. No one associated with school can be there, so the moms are like, we will chaperone our households are old. We will care. Please, they will sneak that in like there is no tomorrow. That's adorable. Plus, there'll possibly be people who won't go there and go do their own thing anyway, so you're not exactly really preventing anything. So yeah. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. That's alternative school, but I was just getting kids is not gonna church. No, it's not. It's like you can. It's like, who cares? Moms have not learned. It's, oh my god, we can't be at this huge event. It's like, we could probably do our own thing. We don't care. I say we like I'm still a teenager. I haven't been a teenager in about almost a decade now. So, yeah. If this were still like the 60s, maybe, although even in the 60s, I feel like teenagers would not really give a shit. Like, 0% would they care about getting kicked out about things. Come on, there. Alright, and decrease, yeah. And Joanne's, thanks for that lovely email I give zero shits about right now. Thanks, no one asked you. So my swear word filter seems to be very much off today. Oops. To a degree, anyway. Also, why are you like this? There we go. Alright, so that settles that. There's people already done with one sock in my group, and I'm just like, that's not gonna be It's gonna be one heck of a year. And it's like the state's already not really following like restrictions. So it's like, oh yeah. This is just spelling out disaster and glitter and carnations and corsages and naivety. Okay. Yep. Essentially that. Also, I need to see. Yeah, decrease 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this snitch. They rented out the house of. Oh, I know that. I know that place. That is like definitely for Texas one of their famous places for music stuff. So yeah, everything and anything can go wrong. Sounds great. Every floor and every. Yep. I mean, I get the kids not being bummed about this, but it's like, how about when, hopefully eventually this shit blows over, you can go do your own thing, but, get tight for now. And, not do that. Oh, I was like, why does that look weird? Because I was holding onto it wrong. Also, one thing about brioche I kind of hate sometimes. You have to care about which way you pull onto the goddamn stitch. 5. And that's split. That's fine. Not like you needed the whole stitch anyway. Maybe that's why I'm like, yeah, I didn't go to mine either. I don't care. I didn't go to my senior trip either anyway. But there was like an international thing, and I was just like, Which hilariously, at that time, I think Justin Bieber was spotted at like the international airport, which I personally don't give a shit about Justin Bieber, so I'm actually more glad I didn't go. So yeah, that was a thing. I forget who, but someone had taken a picture. And he was there, and I was just like, oh, good. More reasons for me not to have gone. But I think it was like $3,000 or something like that for this trip, which is probably the main reason why. Which, there was a more local one. I did not, well, not local. I think it was like the Florida. I have no idea if anybody went to that one. If they did, I don't remember. Also, I just went over too many stitches. Come on. Yeah, that was like a long time ago. I don't remember. Also, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, yeah, it was just going over. And that way, so. Yes. Oh. I'm gonna need to actually keep this yarn over back on. This kid I rode the bus with. Yeah, so said no, that's that it would be right to go with someone else, so I just didn't go. Aww. Oh. Ah, fuck. Why did I split this stitch? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, there we go. Let's fix that by not splitting the stitch this time. How the hell did I manage to do that in the first place? Okay, that was slightly split too, apparently. That should be fine. But yeah, it's one of those, I doubt I really missed out on much. It was one of those, yeah. Who cares? So how's the sock? Past what heel? I'm still on this leg, if you haven't noticed. Like I said, which, by the way, this is actually going to be a little bit tight. I went with the size small, hoping that the brioche would help out this, but it's like I put the leg on it, it's like, you can definitely feel it getting a wee bit tight. It might fit, but it's going to be definitely on the tight side. Like either, I would, no. Remember, it's way more colorwork, like every other stitch business, than it is brioche here. Because remember, it kind of evens out, which I figured it would. Like, it gets on my foot, but you can definitely feel a little bit. Like, honestly, if I thought about it, I might have, like, done this on a size 2. Maybe. Like, make it loose enough. Although the fact that it fits at all means that this definitely is stretching because of the brioche a little bit, because yeah, if there was just regular, just the color work, I would have to go size 2 to even get it to go on my foot, and a lot more stitches. No, not a hard pattern. It just takes time, although, like I was saying before, someone's at least done a sock on my team, and I'm just like, what? I'm not even done the leg, and it's day 3. Like, please stop. Like I said, it might be close, and I'm honestly fine, but there's also people who are like, I don't feel like knitting this sock anyway. Like 1 or 2 people already. So, that's a thing. Which apparently someone at least looks like someone from Twitch, apparently was on my team. They pretty much do 2 at a time. Yeah, no. I'm not fond of 2 at a time, let alone the idea of doing 2 at a time with color work. But it makes sense that you get through the legs first and then, you know, you deal with the foot. Because as most of these socks have gone, like the foot goes a wee bit faster than the rest of the sock. I'm gonna have a terrible time pronouncing your name. Rita Hadjar? Which, please correct me if I say your name incorrectly. But hello, welcome to the channel. How are you doing, and how is your Wednesday going? So, I'm on this side, aren't I? Yeah, so that would be 6. Not bad. Wednesday, very much knitting, much complicated sock. Which, it's a pretty sock, but basically me staring at much charts, figure out how to get this done. But I hope you're doing well. Yay! Let's see. This says 12. Alright. We're 12? Let me double check. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Laundry. Ugh. The necessary evil that is laundry. Oh, that reminds me. Giftbot is not on, nor is it open. Haven't had time to add any more things to it, so that is a thing. Oh, I've gotten to there already? Okay. Also, I feel like either one of these could have been a sock on its own. I think it's just in the whole, hey, sock madness that, you know, they both get lumped together into one whole sock pattern. Alright, and there we go. Bot is opened and ready for gifts to be employed. Also, I need to close that. I saw Rogue was on briefly. I did not get a chance to watch her stream. I think she's having storms over where she is today, so that's going to make internet very much a weirdo today, which is a shame. Usually I like to at least lurk in her streams before I get started. Nope, come on. But yeah, I really do regret going with ones. Like, maybe if I had a 1.5, that would have passed. Or at worst, just me using a 2. And do not disturb on. Why is there emails? Oh, no, I had it off. Damn it. That explains a lot. Okay, nothing important. And that is exactly why I try not to leave that on. Alright, and... Three, 7. Okay, yeah, knit the knits and purl the pearls. Socks. Hold on, let me untangle this yarn that I've got going here. And I will show you a picture of what they look like finished. There's a picture on the top of this pattern, I guess. Very Colorwork intensive socks for Sock Madness, which is currently round 3. There we go. That yarn likes to get caught on itself, which, you know, for Colorwork tends to be a pain. Especially for me. Alright, so let's scroll up here on my tablet. Yeah, basically these and much different colors. They're pretty, very much pan. Which also, if there were like slightly more bits of brioche going on, I feel like the sock would have evened itself out for me. Because, my only other experience is check block socks, which has like brioche everywhere, so that kind of even things out. So let me get back to my chart. Cool. There we are. Yeah, eventually these will be socks. I have like 2 weeks or less, depending on how long it takes for my team to be filled, make these. Although I'm honestly like, um, I'm honestly fine if I don't. Especially not looking forward to having to do another flat cuff, which was annoying the first time around. Also, would it be that noticeable if I just did like the brioche section in like size 2 needles and the rest of it in my size 1s? And that would like give it a little bit of ease. Although that would just make things a bit more complicated. Or if I all of a sudden just switch to my size 2s, like help these breathe a little bit. Actually, I could probably grab 2s. I have 2 sets of size 2s. Oh, it's a bit far down my sock leg. I think these are my zeros. 1, 2, 1. It's a good thing I brought multiple sizes of sock needles, or else I would definitely been in trouble. Alright. Okay. Careful. Let's see how this goes. I know it would make more sense to start from the beginning of the Colorwork and brioche, but I don't feel like doing that, and I'm hoping I can maybe get away with just changing that from here on out, and hopefully, Okay, knit the knits and pearl the pearls. Let's see. And that will help alleviate the tightness that I'm noticing. Back, did you? Yeah, I just about to start with my 2s. That was just like, I'm hoping that these won't differentiate too much, and hopefully that'll give me a little bit of ease. That these will fit my feet perfectly. No one will know. I hope. Although I know it's not that much of a change because what, a 1 is 2.2 0.25 millimeters and a 2 is 2.75. At least with these news, I think it's a 2.75. Let me double check, because it has the number on here. It's usually about that. Also, with the Chow Goose, it is really hard sometimes to see the size printed on here. Like, okay, here we go. Yeah, 2.75. So yeah, like half a millimeter's difference. Which is about as large as I can go. But I don't have any needles larger than that. Also, what's this? Oh, okay. That's this one, so. But yeah, I've been going a wee bit slower on these. I think all my energy got used for the whole, hey, let's just re-knit 2 whole sock feet in 2 days. It'll be fine. I mean, I made it, but it was not fine. And I never want to do that again. Oops. Also, hold on. Yes, so knit, purl, knits. Oh, okay. It looks like that. Honeycomb, hello, hello. How goes? How was your Wednesday so far? I decided to change needle sizes, even though I am a bit down the leg here, but hopefully it should be fine. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, we're good. Nope. You're splitting. But yeah, in general, I've gotten a hang of the pattern part, so at least on this leg. Obviously, I haven't gotten past the leg yet. I have a feeling it's going to take me a little bit to do so. Okay, good. We're right. Also, I had a random idea for YouTube stuff yesterday after that brief discussion post Girl November coming in here and talking about the things and the stuff. Which I think could go well depending on how I play it. But I was thinking about possibly doing a thing on like the history of acrylic yarn, since given, you know, acrylic yarn is definitely a lot more of a recent creation in comparison to wool. But it definitely would be something interesting to research. Alright, there we go. Also, let's double check that this is 17. We have to knit the knits and purl for us, so it should be 7 to these. 17 of these. Which is going on here. Knit. Alright, let's purl here. Okay. Ah, because that went the wrong way. Alright. Oh, 1, 2. Oh. That would be why. Although I'd be able to fix that. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6. No. Hold on. 1 too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I swear, having these brioche stitches all squished up together makes them really hard to count sometimes. And it's really annoying. I have to make sure I have the proper amount so when I do the decreases and the increases, it's not like, hey, I'm missing a stitch for like the 15th time. I've done enough of that already. Alright, and then... There we go. And alright, I'm gonna go through the other side of this guy, which also you can see we're pretty close to leaf number 2, pretty much. Also, based on how this looks right there, I should turn down this gain once again. About to press the wrong button. I turned it down like right before I started because I knew it was gonna get a bit sunny over here as usual. Also, yeah, it's not so right for that. Although I'm suspecting I might have to switch back to the one for bits like, you know, the heel and the... possibly the toe. Come on. Come on. There we go. And okay, 2. Nope. Wrong stitch color. Also, I swear, having to change colors every other stitch is like the Colorwork version of Knit One, Purl One, in all honesty. Although, I feel like this honestly just flows at least a tiny bit smoother than that. There we go. And there we go. And almost there. This is probably not going to show whether or not it works out until I could get a good chunk of the way down the leg, but I'm hoping it will. Honestly, this wouldn't fit at all if it were like just straight the Colorwork. Because normally for colorwork socks, I need about 80 stitches for it to work. And that's on size 2s. It would probably be more if I ever did colorwork seriously on size 1 needles. Just because I feel like my tension is probably a little bit on the tight side. Plus, colorwork tends to be a little bit tighter for most people. Unless, like, you're a loose knitter in general, which that's a thing also. We have our 1s off, and so we'll be knitting on my 2s all the way down the rest of this leg, depending on how long it takes. But I do have to say, I do like this pattern because it's like little leaves on the sides, which it took me a second to realize it's like leaf in the middle and leaves down the side, which is really cool. But honestly, again, would rather one or the other and not have to deal with like both of these in one thing. I might do that at some point, maybe. Like, you know, my own personal socks, maybe. It's a thought. Oh yeah, and break time. It looks like still a little bit past the hour mark, so I'm just gonna get up and stretch and so forth. Definitely a good time to grab some coffee or whatever if you'd like. Be back in like 5 to 10 minutes, and then continue on socks with slightly larger needles, which hopefully should make this a little bit better fitting for my feet. Well, for my leg, because we have no idea how this is going to go on the foot yet. I presume the colorwork's going to go down the foot. Well, actually, not the colorwork, the brioche. Yeah, either way, be right back. Totally feel free to play with the Plinko thing if you want to. And back once again. Apparently, I've dropped a wee bit of frames. The looks of it. Nothing devastating, but definitely noticed. Yeah, probably won't be more than like a blip on your end. Oh, this is definitely better than yesterday. Alright, gonna get back to the sock. Here I am. Also, I apparently had forgotten to close the thing that I was using to adjust the camera. I was looking, I was like, why is that extra window open? And it's like, oh, it's that thing. Well, I apparently missed that somehow. So why the fuck is this tangled again? That would be the best of questions I would like answered right now. Like wrap around from the outside, somehow got tangled on the yarn for the inside. Fucking hell. This is not helpful yarn. Really don't need her right now. Alright, so what row am I on? 8. Also, let me move up a wee bit. Ow. So I hope you guys enjoyed the break if you guys decided to take one along with me. I just generally prefer to take one, especially while I'm streaming. My body will get especially cranky if I don't get up and, you know, at least do some semblance of stretching after a while. Come on. There we go. Nope. That was right the first time. Also, a thing I keep forgetting is a thing. Streetiversary is actually coming up late next month already, which is kind of crazy. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on stream a couple of times already, but it's one of those I should probably plan to do stuff for the deals also. Yep. I did wrong last spell that I spotted. Hold on, fixing a mistake I had spotted last row. I was counting stitches. Luckily not a serious one, but definitely noticeable. There we go. That fixes my error. And okay, so yeah, Katurnus, thank you for the 6-month sub.
Serena. How are the sock coming along?
It is slowly coming along. Also, hi. Also, I need to grab that book actually. But yeah, slowly getting there now that I figured out what I'm doing. Also, just changed needle sizes right before the break. I realized my size ones are probably a little bit too small because it's honestly majority color work, which is making it a little bit too tight for me. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a book. I can write you down. Also, happy 6 months sub. That has certainly gone really quickly. Alright, and let me get to the face camera here. Also, that's okay. I was like, it made me look a little bit farther away because it was tilted up, which I didn't realize, but that's a little too low. Okay, that's better. Also, this adds to the amount of sub squares I have much. Yeah, it is much stuff, and at least for like so far, it's 2 charts I get to follow at the same time. One for the front of the sock, one for the back of the sock. Also, alright. Let me do the thing and spin the wheels. So let me see. There we go. Alright, so you got 1,000 floof. Also, I'm going to need you to pick a color for a subsquare. You can pick a general color or just pick a color from the list that I have. But let me just add your points going on right here. Where? Yeah, currency. And then let me just type in your name. Okay, good. Spelled you properly. And let's give you your points. There we go. That does that. Just pick some green. Awesome. That definitely makes it easy. I know I have some green somewhere. We'll be dealing with that at some point. But seriously, thank you for the resub. I do appreciate it. Obviously, enjoy the return of 4 emotes, which also that puts us at 11 points right now. I have a general goal of this year possibly unlocking the last tier 1 emote slot that I have available to me. Again, no pressure to anybody or anything like that. I'm just saying this. Oh, good thing. Okay, I was about to do that. Which I believe is about 50 points I would need total, sub points, to get there. But honestly, it is no big deal if we don't. That's my general hope for this year in regards to that. Oh. Alright. Yeah, because that way also. Where's my... Oh, okay. The key for this had disappeared for a second. I pressed a button apparently. But yeah, these socks are slowly going. There's at least one person on my team already who somehow already finished a sock, and I'm just like, I'll be back here then. Although, honestly, at this point, I'll be fine if I don't make it to the next round. It was honestly just my goal to make it to this round in the first place. Just because I wanted to see if I could do better than last year, which I did, and also have learned a thing, because let's see, learned at least a new cast on or two, and also okay. Finally did a 3-needle bind off, although I swear I could have done that like at least once, I think. But that's just something I don't really do on a regular occasion. How many rounds are there possible? There's the qualifier and then there's 7 rounds. This is round 3 we're currently in, so this is like halfway point. This is when stuff gets really serious and everybody starts kicking the high gear. Also, 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. There we go. But yeah, round 7 is basically the last person left of all the teams, like duking it out. Well, the first person done wins, which, yeah, no, I'm not getting there. I know I'm not. Because those people finish socks like in 18 hours, a pair in 18 hours, and I'm just like, nope. That will not be me. That will not be me ever. Oops. I think, yeah, I was about to be wrong. Yeah. I need another decrease going to knit 3 together, so let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. Counting brioche is always weird. Weird as fuck. 1, 2, 5. 6, 7, I think. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, yeah, we're good. I was sitting here nodding. You can't see me. Yeah, that happens. I completely get that. But yeah, I could only aspire to knit socks at that speed. Although I imagine you'd have to be knitting all day to even get that far. Oops, let's do that. And then like get this over here and switch that back there. And that does that. And whoops. Nope. No losing that yarn over. I need that yarn over. Also, it's been interesting doing one row brioche. So I feel like this one row brioche doesn't really stretch as much. Yeah, no. Vanilla socks would just go like blink of an eye if you really like sat down and put your mind to it. Anything involving like this, a whole other story. I'll tell you that right now. Nope, come on. And so this has to have like 4 repeats on the front here where you see these leaves forming with the brioche on front here. And I think it's like 3.5 times on the back, if my memory serves. So I think total like five of these leaves. It says repeat rows 4 times total, and this is the first time when you get started, so more than likely probably just 5 of these leaves on front. Also, that's another row. Make sure to press the row counter. And where am I? 13? I think 14. Yeah, I don't think I changed it. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, other than socks that have been my whole life these past 2 to 3 days. Honestly trying to think of YouTube stuff and things, which I have a couple of ideas, but I need to sit down and write scripts and stuff for them. Oops, wrong color. Oh. How did I... Hold on. When did I do that incorrectly? I've had that happen once or twice. Thankfully, my Colorwork is loose enough. I could always just switch back to the other color. That was loosely behind here. Also, you need to stop splitting. There we go. Alright, that fixes that issue. And... Alright. How do you even notice? Nice, buddy. You're right. Alrighty. Go have the small human. So yeah, I already have a couple of things, although I think my idea with the Greek mythology thing, I might have to at least shelve for like a later time or scrap altogether. Although I thought I was going to at least be able to work on this months ago, but given the whole previous incarnation of laptop having died and all, that's definitely slowed things down. Not that I really was doing much in the way of research anyway. Which I still had that possible with the phone and everything. Alright, and then... I still do want to do it, but also there's the whole being able to discuss Greek mythology on there. Because, you know, certain aspects in regard to it are certainly, you know, not for kids, put it nicely. Although I was a kid when I was reading some of this. Because, you know, like they have the illustrated stuff. Which I know I still have a couple of those hanging out on my bookshelf. Eh, come on. Sorry, babbling and trying to do sock at the same time. It's not exactly the easiest thing in the world. But still, I definitely enjoyed Greek mythology as a wee little middle schooler. But yeah, they were quite the ensemble of characters, to put it nicely. Although at the same time, it depends on like which iterations you read. Because sometimes certain people, when writing down certain stories, tend to put their own spin on it due to their own personal experiences. Which I think that also applies possibly the whole Minerva. No, Athena turning Minerva into a spider during the whole challenging her to weave business. Even though she kind of got warned, it was like, you might not want to do that. But you know, hubris. Hubris is fun. Which I feel like that's definitely one of the common things that they certainly warned against. Hubris in those Greek mythology stories. Although, you know, the Romans obviously once, you know. And, okay. A little bit more drop frames. But we seem to be cool. Yeah, I was saying the Romans, after following, I think, was it the Punic Wars? No. I think it might have been Punic Wars. But, you know, if it's not the Punic, it was definitely somewhere basically ended the Greek reign and then led to, you know, the beginning of the Roman rule, essentially. But again, my brain is probably getting slightly confused on certain details here and there. But in general, I imagine they made some changes to mythology, other than, you know, the names. Although Apollo weirdly did not get a name change between the Greek and the Roman, I'm not sure why. It's like, why him out of all the gods that were like not name changed? And another general random thought is the whole maybe, possibly, given the culture of the Greeks. Although I think, there was some more fighting, pro-war city-states going on, like Greece and Athens and a good chunk of them. But, based on their Okay, why are you doing that? Based on their ideals is how they would portray the gods in certain ways. Like, my brain is gonna say Ajax, but no, Ajax is the whole Trojan War bit. Ares, there we go. How Ares basically gets kind of treated like a buffoon throughout. I think there were like some Cyclopses who try to, get to Mount Olympus. And basically, I think Ares tried to, stop them, and they ripped out his tendons and captured him. Which, yeah, I know that is gross, but mythology. I don't think you can actually rip out someone's tendons like that. Thank goodness. Yes, I got on a weird, somewhat tangent of Greek mythology. I'm not sure how I got here. Oh wait, yeah, I was talking about because I want to do a YouTube video on Greek mythology thing, but given the interesting contrast in morals between back then and the present, certain things were highly dubious and questionable, to put it nicely. Being able to discuss that on YouTube is going to be a bit very, very dicey, to put it nicely. I had a plan of possibly doing a thing of probably all the major Greek gods, goddesses, and possibly some heroes as a YouTube series, but again, that's one of those it's a lot of work sort of deals. I'm thinking I might shelve that or at least push that down the line sort of deal. The Greek one is, yeah, it's a lot. And they did much stupid sometimes. Kind of ironic given they were hey, teaching morals and lessons and all that sorts of stuff, even though, they were inherently flawed themselves. One god I definitely feel definitely didn't get much to is Pan. Also, yeah, that was getting caught. I don't mean nut at all, but it's I definitely, at least in the few general books I have, definitely didn't see much about him. I mean, other than the whole thing with the panpipes, which is its own interesting thing. By interesting, definitely highly dubious. I believe some nymph, I don't remember her name right now, caught his attention, and he liked her. She did not. She basically, I forget, probably called to, if not a river god, on Poseidon, and she got turned into reeds. And I guess he in the midst of all the reeds, Pan couldn't find her, and basically he kind of chopped up the reeds and turned it into a panpipe. So yeah, that was a thing. At least that's how I remember it. Oh, that's her name, Pan. That's probably what her name was. That's why I get panpipes, I think, maybe. Also, I am in the wrong place. Again, I really should not blab and try to knit terribly much at the same time. I get distracted. Put it mildly. Okay, knit the knits and purl the pearls. Yes, yes. And okay, slight drop here. Okay. Like I said, I have not read that particular story in a while, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I could be mistaken. I would have to go reread it. But yeah, this is stuff by Robert Graves. Although, you kind of tend to put like a question mark with the stuff he put together based on the views influenced by his renditions of major myths and stuff. Although I know it's definitely hard to like do a faithful retelling because, you know, the actual full-on original stories that these were based off of, like, whenever that beginning was, are obviously very much lost to time at this point. There's no knowing what the actual original stories could be, but you can definitely tell certain renditions of it are not accurate and are putting their own spin on things. Also, oops. There we go. Yeah, I need that. Cookies and yeah, I definitely have to look that up. Probably will quickly glance at it during the break. See if I actually have my facts straight. No, come on. Alright, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why am I missing 2 stitches right now? Oh no. Earrings, probably. Okay, I'm missing 2 stitches. 1, 2, unless, oh, that would be why. Are you fucking? I didn't do the thing at the end. That would be why. I was like, I shouldn't be missing 2 stitches. Yep. Although I might be able to. I might be able. That possibly finagle a fix here without having to tank all the way back around. Don't know how I completely missed that. There we go. And then maybe, yeah, see if we can force it through again. Nope. Hold on. Read on Wikipedia, it was horrible. It was just short. Yep, 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 yeah. And considering he didn't get terribly much stories that I personally know of, there's probably more stuff that just didn't get, codified into the book that I personally have on the matter. It makes sense. But it's like basically that and worse is in general Greek mythology as a whole. Come on. Yes, I know I'm being stubborn. I really don't want to have to go through the whole thing again. So I was supposed to add the thing where I pull 3 stitches through here, but I apparently did not. Even though I know better. Because that is a reason I've had to frog a couple of times. Not frog, but at least tink. A round or two. Nope, and why? It technically should work, but it does not. Although, I wonder if I pull this here. Then, think about maybe. Also, if I didn't have my glasses on, I wouldn't have to shove my face this close to the thing. But alas, I do. Although, actually, yeah, it's gonna make that look a little bit weird. So, if I go like this, Okay, there we go. So that fixes that issue, hopefully. And there we go. Using drill method on a short screen for a purpose, saying something scared. What is the message of? Honestly, what are you doing on your Discord channel? Honestly, I've not been there terribly much due to, you know, Sock Madness being a thing. I have not been in there terribly much in the past month or so. But hopefully once this is done, I can possibly get back into that. I got a feeling that was going to be a thing just because. Socks are much intense. Also, I'm very stubborn. Alright, so let's see. I'm so sorry if I don't notice things, especially when trying to fix self-created mistakes in Sock. In ways that would allow me to not tink. Okay, there we go. And okay, that puts me right where I need to be now. That should definitely have me at 17 stitches again. And hopefully I should be able to finish the rest of this round before I take my second break. But in general, Discord is pretty much just casual whatever. For the most part. Well, I definitely should do. It's fine, I'm trying to write a history project, me and Mama are. Oh, a history project? Ooh. History of what specifically? Or just like, you know, family history? Water ball. Alright, so that actually finishes that bit. So finally, that'll put me at row 10. And then, let's see, should be 14 here. Let me double check where I am. No, 15. Just mark off where I was. Do-do-do-do. But yeah, there's definitely a couple of things I definitely need to do once I get back to not being in sock competition, because there's at least, there's 2 sub sketches I need to do, and then I will finally be done with all my sub sketches that I had in the backlog since, I think, if not mid, like 2019. Because last year I was like, hey, all finished, and then, you know, accidentally fried my motherboard like KFC. You know, that's fun. Which, no, I did not literally. Ooh. Well, history of a place, different houses and traditions. Okay. And I presume that was definitely a. Yep. There we go. That was one of those weirdo, what's its face? Streamer, uh, ad follower bots, whatever. I have not seen one of those in here in a while. So yeah, things like that are why I don't have links open. Well, unless you're a regular or stuff. That sounds fun. Definitely tell me how it goes. Also, if you happen to combine with maps so you can visit a place and get the stories from different... Oh! So almost like a living map, to a degree. Which certainly sounds cool. Nope. How about we don't slide off the needles? That'd be wonderful. So yeah, definitely feel free to talk about it as it progresses, because that sounds something very intriguing and curious. Obviously, don't need to go into details because, personal family history unless you feel the need to share such things. Which that is totally cool. Alright, and that finishes that round. Alright. I thought I'd move a little bit faster, but Heather grew up there. She wrote down a lot of histories, and he was told from the older. Oh, okay. That is always cool when older generations decide to, keep family traditions, if not orally. Definitely written down records is a lot more helpful. You have something to look back to look into details. Because, sometimes the memory fails you, which is unfortunately a thing. Alright, I'm going to take my second break since we just hit the 2-hour mark. I'm just going to, get up and stretch and etc. And come back and hopefully not forget to add stitches this time. Also, let me just double check this. Okay, yeah, this looks fine. Have a nice thank you. Just the usual, another 5 to 10 minutes. Also, yeah, let me actually poke at the gain a wee bit more. Because the gain's like in the middle, it's just bright that this sort of thing is gonna happen, so let me just turn it off altogether for now, and then that'll stop being a thing. Alright, cool. So, back in like 5 to 10 minutes once again. Definitely a good time if you've been crafting along with me to do the same, or if you have things you need to check on, definitely time to do it, or, hit the bathroom, or grab some more coffee, or whatever you're having. Definitely the time to do it. If you don't want to miss any of the stream, be back in, again, 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, and back again. Let me just adjust myself. Alright, all set, and there we go. Alright, so let's get back on to what we were working on here. again, hope you guys enjoyed that break if you happen to take one. And let's see how far I can get in the next 48 minutes. And about that. I just finished that round, so let's see. 10. Let's make that a wee bit. So this is a bit where I have to do a bit of increasing and decreasing, so definitely have to pay a wee bit of attention just to make sure I don't make any undoing mistakes for myself. Nope. How about I don't do that? Nope. Okay, why are you being especially splitty right now? No. Oh, so I'm really trying not to hunch over this thing, but that is not working out for me. My back is like, well, not now, but if I do that for too long, my back basically just starts complaining. Which I guess is fine if I'm holding it in a weird position for too long, and also I think that's more than 3 stitches, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yep. I keep doing that. This is not just knit the knit and purl the pearls row. I really need to stop doing that. Okay, that way, so. Okay, that's fine. And then we just do with this. Also, yeah, it's like we got split. Although I'm honestly not that shocked given, you know. Oh, did that just not? Hmm. Come on. Why are you splitting? trying so much. Please don't do that. There we go. I need this stitch to go through here. So I can do the thing. No! Okay, yeah. And then this one too. No, nope. Please stay on needle, please. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And then do the thing. Oh wait, I think this is the one that happens. Hold on, let me just skip through the. There we go. I remember not liking that bit in there. And also. This is really annoying. Okay, let's see if I can get that up. I could at least be able to get through this around here. This is the annoying part of Colorwork when the yarn basically tangles. And what is this? Yeah, I think I just did the. Yeah. Outside, do the thing, do that thing, and then do that. So, come on. Oh, okay. No, come on. Then, alright, then the last three, then make sure you actually do the thing this time. Random thought, but it's a shame given the whole DMCA that I probably cannot play any Studio Ghibli uh, instrumental music. I really don't want to get any smackdown because of that. I had a thing regarding that, I think, in one of my playlists, and then I remembered, oh wait, DMCA rules. That is probably under copyright, so I cannot play that on stream. Too bad. Yeah, same. Although I have not seen terribly much of their movies. The only one that I really know a good chunk of is Spirited Away, which that was my first one I watched too. When I was in 4th grade? Yeah, about 4th grade. So that has been a while ago. But yeah, angry, copyright, grumble, grumble. I very much want to avoid. Also, hi, All Crafty. How are you doing? Hopefully you are having. Oh yeah, I've seen that one too. When Toonami had their Studio Ghibli marathon out of nowhere that one time when I was a kid. I've seen that. I think a good chunk of Castle in the Sky too. There's Kiki's Delivery Service, which I haven't seen yet. I do eventually want to see. Nausicaa. That one also sounds familiar to me. Probably saw it that one time, but again, it's been a really long time that I don't remember. Also, please stop dropping frames. Thank you. Also, how are you doing, All Crafty? Are you still in Sock Madness along with me, or have you gone to totally over this now? Which I totally cannot blame you for. Alright, so how about I actually Pompoko? That one I don't know. I know Ponyo, but I don't know Pompoko. And let's see, 11, make sure. Okay, yeah, 16 is definitely the round I'm doing. Is it that bad, or is it, exceedingly sad? Because I know Grave of the Fireflies is quite sad. Also, oh yeah, My Neighbor Totoro is another one I do want to eventually see at some point in time. Just because Totoro is so cute. Like, I've never seen the movie, but I love Totoro to bits. A rack? What? That's weird. That was not what I was expecting you to say whatsoever. I will definitely keep note of that. Also, there's the Cat Returns, which, again, things I have not seen, also I need to keep mouse away from there. Which I'm pretty sure Netflix has, but I do not possess Netflix, so I cannot see it. Which is a shame. Alright, let's see. Got their forest and they can transfer their. Wait, they're. Oh, you mean their actual. Oh. Well then. That's certainly on things of. Didn't need to know, but now I do. Okay, that's what I thought you meant, but I was not entirely sure. I was like, do you mean actual? And it's like, oh, yes, that's exactly what you mean. I was hoping not. But alas. I hear that sound. A sound where? We were like, oh, cute raccoons. But then that happened, you're like, oh, never mind. Then, yeah, I figured you're like, oh, this is a great movie to show the kids. No, it's not. Okay, this is Knits and Knits and Pearl Pearls, bro. Yeah, Knits and Knits Pearl Pearls. And also threw another repeat. Just a couple more rows. I hope I can do it. Come on. I imagine upon realizing that, you'd probably turn that off really, really quickly. But I really do wonder why they went that direction. That is not something I would have expected. But I mean, you know, there has been stranger things in media. Yeah, nope. Nope. Make sure I keep both of these together. No. No splitting. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. I might force myself to fall asleep. Oh no. Is this an accidental yarn over? I think so, yeah. Yeah, accidental yarn over. That's great. Oops. Yeah, because I have no loose stitches over here, thank God. Welcome back, Jane. Need to go, my husband cleared him for now. Good luck with house cleaning. It was great to see you, and thank you again for that resub. I do appreciate it. Have a good evening. Also, welcome back, Jane. How goes? You have not missed terribly much. I missed an increase at the end, but I managed to fudge one in there. Thankfully, that's done. I did not want to have to tank back a whole entire round once again. Good luck with the thank you. Nope. There. And then... Okay. That's what I think is wrong. So that needs to go over here. And get... Okay. Yeah. That would be my problem. It goes. You have to know. I managed to get the increase because the stitch was loose enough. I managed to fudge it in there to get it to work. If the stitch was like really tight, that would have been a problem. Although I wouldn't have had to. I'm giving up. Okay. I was gonna ask because I wasn't sure if you had heard me earlier, and that's completely fair. These socks are a lot. Honestly, the front or the back of this leg on its own would be its own sock to begin with. I have a lot going on in life right now. I also thank you, and that is completely fair. I'm sorry life stuff is kicking you in the butt, and hopefully life stuff will hopefully calm down or cease, depending on the severity of life stuff. Because, like, at least two people on my team have said the exact same thing. And I completely get it. These are like, thank you. This stuff is actually discontinued. What's its face? That I got from Rogue Knitter, actually. Chroma Twist and the fingering weight, which unfortunately Nitpicks discontinued all the fingering weight stuff, which makes me sad. So this is changing from yellows eventually to like pinkish and all kinds of stuff with green, and it's gonna be crazy socks. Also, I changed to size 2 because size 1 is getting a little bit tight for me. Although I honestly should have just thought to do a medium sock, but I thought the brioche would allow enough room that it wouldn't be tight, but whatever's. Okay. Okay. But yeah, there are people already halfway done on my team. Like, I know at least one person has a full on sock, and I'm just like, how did you manage that? Although it would have helped if I didn't have to, tink and literally the second day, I think I was like here near the beginning of the end of the first leaf, and then just like considering I was missing stitches, I was like, you know what, let's just start this color work all over again. And I seem to have had a bit better luck. I was like, when I'm first trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with a sock, mistakes abound, and then slowly I tend to get my bearings. But honestly, I'm like, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. It's fine. Because to a slight degree, I kind of just like, I kind of want to do other things again and not have to drop everything to knit a pair of socks. Even if they're pretty pair of socks. I'd rather not this turn into, I apparently have to knit a practice repeat. Oh no. Alright. I know that feeling. Thankfully, this is the first sock I've only had to do a full-on rip out a full repeat sort of business. Yeah, it's like, this is not the practice I asked for. Please don't. But yeah, there are definitely more important things than socks. So I completely don't blame either one of you. Plus, if I somehow made it in the next round by some miracle, I honestly would just bow out at that point. Because, like I said, I kind of want to be done now, to a small degree. I mean, I might just do like one sock, just so I can remain cheerleader. And still be able to get the bonuses and all that stuff, maybe. Have to. Alright. Alright, two there. So, let's go. Also, welcome back, Stacy. I figured you wandered off because work exists. I want to knit socks, but I need to finish a shawl for a friend. Yeah, no, I have commissioned stuff to work on. Stacy, I have stitch markers to make when I get back home. My friend wants a pair of the socks too. Which you remember the cable tree ones? A friend of mine wants those. I need to go get some yarn for that, so I apparently can't escape those socks. I'm gonna have to find some yarn and then figure out sizing and stuff when you're streaming, but they have never. No rush on that. Yeah, no, I figured. But like I said, when I get back home, I'll be able to get back to actually doing them because, my chainmail stuff and things are back there. We'll just keep. This is fair. Although, honestly, I'll be spinning for a bit. Especially TDF in July. Much spinning. Start plain vanilla socks. Weirdly, I'm not for vanilla socks, but after all of this, yeah, I am with you there. Or at least something a lot less intense. So much, yeah, I was halfway done spinning by the time I got down. Not by the time I got down, but right before I left. So I have that I want to finish spinning and plying, plus the stuff I'm currently spinning, plus the stuff I currently want to ply, which is like partially plied on my spindle. I'm spinning for my first big. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I have floof easily. Like, I am not worried for TDF floof wise. Oh, also Jane, have you seen the video from Maurice? I think I asked you this already, but I forget. On why the TDF this year, I haven't looked yet, but usually it's, if not late June, early July. Last year was literally my birthday. I think it's the 26th this year of June. Let's see. Tour de France 2021. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Nope, they're just selling floof. Alright. I'd like information, please. Okay, magazine. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah, this is for last year. Because last year it was on my birthday. I'm pretty sure it's like the day before this year. We will see. So, like, 26. I'm not seeing dates here. Yeah, this is 2020. I said 2021. Why am I seeing dates from before? I'd probably have to look at Ravelry. Let's see. So this is a Ravelry thing. So that would probably be smart. Plus I have their group in there, so that would probably be helpful. Community. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Stock madness. Spinning. Or to fleece. Let's see. Okay, yeah. June 26th to July 16th. Is that 6th? No, 18th, which is a Sunday for this year. Which, if you want to see and, you know, Ravelry doesn't completely bug you, you can just check that out here. Willing to pretend to be. Go make busy work. But yeah, that's the link. If you want it, but yeah, so. Based on what I read, June 26th to July 18th is going to be Tour de Fleece with rest days. July 5th and July 12th. Alright, no problem. Obviously forewarned, it's Ravelry. I just have a thing. So basically it's not blinding to look at. Alright, so I just did that. So that should be row 18. And where was I? I think I just knitted the knits and pearls, I believe. So this should be around 12. Yeah, this should be around 12. Yeah, I know Rogue's gonna do it through Discord this year, so I don't have to do that. If Ravelry isn't your friend, yeah. That's basically what's gonna be. It's gonna be the plan. Plus, Discord's on my phone, so it's a lot easier to get there. I'll have to go looking for everything. Alright. Wee bit tangle. I swear, it's like this thing is like determined to tangle, and I don't know why. I mean, fortunately, it's not like I could have done this into a yarn cake, so I was out of luck with that one. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, it should be thing. I imagine Stacy has not gotten a lot done with her socks yet, given recent stuff and things. But recent stuff and things in a good way. But I easily could be wrong. Alright, and... Alright. Finally picking up a bit of speed, have... Oh wow, you are going a bit faster than me. I wasn't sure if you had time. I slept like a baby. I can imagine. I imagine you were just like, yes, I can just tell everyone over there to shove it. I mean, probably not actually, but you know, more than likely. That's what you're probably telling them in your head. But that honestly came in the nick of time. What, lady, your boss is going to maternity for like 2 months? 2 months? Ooh. We're just gonna spend a lot of time. That's fair. I think it's because I'm doing it the one strand rather than the two, not two strands. Yeah, doing it with the one strand way, which does go a little bit faster, but I'm not used to, which is possibly at least in part what's slowing me down. Also, you know, the whole making mistakes forever and always. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so huge decrease right now. Let's see. Where are you? Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay. They say to put it on a separate marker for that third one, but I don't. Partially because I'm lazy, partially because I don't feel like it. It still works out fine. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And then I think I do that. And I slip this here on. Yeah, because there's a second stitch on here. Please. Ah, there we go. That would have sucked, and then it's this one over here. And then let's go back to over here. Just to make sure this is not loose for too long, or else I'll drop the stitch, which dropping a stitch in brioche, I feel like its own sort of hell in comparison to, you know, lace. Alright, and then that goes here. Nope. Not if I don't take both of these together. Then, let's see. Let that go. Yeah, this goes on left needle. This also goes on left needle. Also, let's make sure that's there. And then that goes over here. And we're done. I work the rest of the week full-time, meaning crappy job afternoons in Disney till May 12th. Aw, man. I didn't realize you had to do double time with that. Are they doing that so basically, like, you know, they could possibly, like, find a replacement? Or something like that? That's the only thing I could see. Although I feel like they definitely should have been, like, more prepared for that, given, you know. I presume they obviously knew that you were gonna be called back and all that good stuff. They definitely should have had someone in the wings. Oh, okay, yeah. That's what happened. They say that they actually want to do the proper thing and put in 2 weeks, so they're very, okay. Basically like, hey, you're good that you don't later days. Had no idea I was still going back to Disney. What? I figured that's why they were like, hey, you should like step up and be, you know, what's its face? And stand in for the boss once she goes on maternity leave. I was like, you're going back to Disney, so how is that going to work? Come on, there we go. And like, I'm definitely glad you get to get very far away from them. Because they sound like a nightmare and a half. Okay, why? Okay, there we go. Yeah, my nail is not going through there. Okay. Alright. Remember to do the thing. Awesome. And then opposite color time. And then bit of color change. Now next round is going to be knit the knits and purple pearls for this side of the leaf. I might just do that, even though I know we're coming pretty close to time, but I don't mind. Because I do want to just have at least one of these done with. There we go. Okay, yeah, this leaf looks a little bit different compared to the other two. Not terribly so, but it feels a little bit different. I wonder if I might have to just tighten it up. Well, no wonder, because they all thought Disney people would jump ship at the first stop. Wow. That's great. I mean, I kind of understand, but still. And then when they all had, like, if I got interviews and got the job, oh, they figured, you'd probably have somewhere to go back to. Okay, also that should be 18, not 19. I must have just tapped that with my hand. I was still employed with Disney Tickets and Insurance, but they hired me anyway, and they never asked again after. Okay, yeah, that definitely sounds like that's a them problem. Very much so it sounds like that's a them problem. If you inform them of the fact and they somehow didn't do it anyway. That's kind of on them. Oops. No. They're not splitting. Mother. There we go. Okay, yeah, I can definitely see a wheel. Dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Very much so. But you did what you had to, so. At least your patience is rewarded. Also, very unrelated, but possibly pondering the idea of getting a degree in textile, maybe? Or something of the sort. Maybe. Nothing concrete yet, but I'm honestly just playing around with the idea. Also, it doesn't help the idea that I would have to take out loans and stuff, and the ideas of loans are not exactly friends for me. I fucking hate loans. Because to a degree, I feel like loans are honestly traps for people just to screw them over. Have you thought about trying the Master Knitter program first? I've heard about that. I haven't looked into it, but I've thought about it. But yeah, either way. I'm hoping the fact that I already have a bachelor's would help me. I would probably just do another bachelor's because enough of the times with the master programs, they usually want you to have experience in the same field, which obviously I do not. Because my bachelor was in nothing even remotely related to that. Also, I honestly wish I had thought about this when I was first doing my bachelor's. But it honestly never occurred to me, anything like textile. Because, the usual thing would be like, fashion, and that's nothing that is really terribly up my alley. But the other thing I wanted to do was art, but, parents deem that a waste of time. So, yeah, that's a thing. Although I think art would also fall under the textile field, right? I know you have to do designs and stuff, so that would definitely mesh in there. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna finish both of them on the same thing. Interesting. it certainly explains why they have that happening at that same pace. Alright. Okay, it looks like the last row of the chart for both charts, because they've probably caught up with each other. Others don't make sense. My English degree was through the humanities. Yeah, colleges do not make sense. I think, what is it? My political science degree was definitely, I think it was through humanities as well. I'm not sure if political science counts as, you know, a science. I would literally have to go through my thing and double check, but it's been a really long time, so I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Okay, yeah, we're knitting the knits and purling the pearls. Alright. Let's go. I don't really actually need to look at the chart for this terribly much. Oh yeah, I can definitely see a wee bit of green going on in here too. Gonna make this interesting. The one to the size of going up in needle size means I probably will use a little less yarn, which means I more than likely should be able to get through both socks with using this as a contrast color. There we go. Both of them should be through the business marketing part, but I think you're right about, yeah. From what I remember, I'm pretty sure it was the humanities department back with my college. Yeah, I definitely did not see any business majors when I usually went over there. I mean, other than my poli-science degree, my only thing is AA and liberal arts, which is, you know, the generic catch-all sort of thing. So that's probably not terribly useful. So that was the one I needed because that took most of the credits when I was transferring in. So that was the best one to take a good chunk of my credits. Also, this is the longest unrelated. The longest I feel like I've taken on a leg of a sock the entirety of Sock Madness. Like, it is driving me crazy that I'm still on the leg of this thing. Hi. That was a terrible stage whisper, Dad. Not sure if you heard him. Probably not. That was my dad out there and right there. He likes to wander in. Come on. Okay, how's that?
No, then gone by one long school time. Of course. No, no long. Now it's with me. I don't have it with me.
But yeah, definitely would have done something in textile if the thought had occurred to me. But such is life. Also, how do I keep wrapping around things? Come on. There we go. Okay, that one. Okay, how did you end up? Oh, I probably must have done that a little too tight. And that's why that slipped underneath there. Eh. Come on. There we go. Oh, let's skip that. And there we go. But yeah, I really would love like an actual job, so I could get my parents off my back and, you know, possibly entertain the idea of living in my own place. Although I know, cost-wise, that's gonna be a challenge. Especially if I do school stuff and it's gonna be like, hey, you have to pay back all the loans. It makes it take forever to make up your own savings. Which is always a thing I've always hated. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. I'm gonna deal with that later. I don't want to have to untangle that bit on stream again, because I've already untangled it this morning, and it's gotten itself tangled again, which is kind of annoying me. Put it mildly. Come on. There we go. Again, this is why I like being able to wind my yarn into cakes, but I cannot. I do not have my ball winder with me. I mean, yes, I could do it by hand, but that takes a while. Especially with about 231 yards of yarn. Alright, so let me put this back to row 2 so I can start another repeat on that chart. And then let me just get through this. And then we're going to have 2 of these leaves, and we already have 3 leaves up front. I really do like how these look back here. It's really fun. Nope, come on. Also, I've done like a cursory glance of like schools that do like textile stuff, but mostly they're like upstate and stuff. Plus, I honestly prefer to learn in a person rather than, online. Which, given, the plague currently still ongoing, that's gonna be a bit more complicated. I'm not saying I'm incapable of learning on design, but it definitely lacks some things in-person brings to the table. For me personally, that's just a me thing. Plus the whole, not everybody learns the same, which is not helpful. But yeah, I'm just in the pondering stage right now, so nothing concrete, but definitely things to think about. Nope. Alright, and done. It's fun to explore. Indeed. Alright, so 2 leaves done backside, 3 brioche on the front side, which, based how I'm reading it, I'm guessing it's gonna be 5 here, 4 in back, or something along those lines, because it says, what is it? Since this is shorter, so like 4 repeats of the chart. Okay, there we go. The thing was having a tantrum. So, yeah. So, like 5 of these in front, and I'm guessing 4 in back because it says 3.5 repeats of this back chart here. So, it's like, I think, in the middle of a leaf here for the back side, if I am not mistaken. Let me double check while I'm sitting here, just so I don't screw it up, but I'm pretty sure it's something along those lines. Da-da-da-da, stitches, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, leg. Oh, never mind. 4.5 on the front and 3 times on the back. Okay, so I had my half mistaken. Whoops. Okay, so 4.5. So that would make sense since this is going to continue at some point. And then 3 times, so basically it's going to be 4 of these in the back here. Alright, just for the leg. Alright, so I think I have what I'm dealing with now. Which also, how long is this leg gonna be? I mean, yes, this gets folded down. This is what I remember. I think it's something like this. Eventually for the cuff here. But even now, this feels like, I'd say, at least a good 2 inches already. So I'm guessing this leg is going to be at least 5, maybe 5.5, if not 6 inches long. Which I usually don't like my legs super long, but hope so. Also, hold on. Seven and a half, 8. Okay. Hopefully this means this is not going to be too tight. That's my only problem with this on the foot. But yeah, I might have to just frog these once I'm done, if I get done in time. But whatever. Alright, so we're a bit over time, so I'm gonna end where I have the sock right here. We'll see how far I get by Friday. And if worst comes to worst, I could possibly just, restart this with medium size. Again, my feet are the smallest feet, so I have no other feet to try it on. Thank you for the follow. Also, is that just a thing? Okay. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate you guys hanging out here, watching me just slowly go along, slightly indecisive rather, with the sock here. Katernus, thank you again for that resub. I know you've wandered off already. And I'll be back again on Friday. Friday, yes, because today is Wednesday. Not sure if I'm gonna go host anybody. I'm not sure. I might just be like, meh. Okay, why am I getting blabbed at by Sam's Club? Whatever. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go end the stream and let AutoHost do its thing. If anything, there definitely should be a bunch of people on in the crafting verse of Twitch. You can definitely hang out with if that's your jam. Yeah, at least a couple based on what I'm seeing here. Oh, Ceradon's on. I could possibly host her if I want to. Yeah, I think I saw a blurb about that earlier, so actually I could probably just host her casually and then wander off to lurk as I want to. But yeah, see you guys Friday. Stay safe, you guys, and hopefully see you guys again soon. Bye! Do 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 do.